What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Brian Hikes All Day here. Today I wanted to talk to you about snowshoes. A lot of you have been asking me what I recommend for snowshoes. Now, I bought these in 2018 and I have never had an issue with them. I've done three peaks shy of 2 winter rounds of the 46. I've done the LP9, the Saranac 6, the Lake George 12, and most of the Fire Towers 29ers and Blues in winter. So these probably got about good 400 or 500 miles on them, and they've never broke. One of the things that I like about them is that they have these 3 straps that are interchangeable, so if one of them breaks, you can move it to the other spot, so it's a really good safety feature, whereas some of the other popular snowshoes like Tub Flex, they have a cable ratcheting system, and if the cable breaks, I really don't know what you're supposed to do at that point. From MSR, these retail at $199.99, and their weight, because I know a lot of you are really concerned about weight, their weight is 3 pounds 15 ounces for the pair. So that's another nice feature, is that they're not too heavy. They got pretty aggressive crampons in my opinion. It's very hard to slide with these things because there's so many teeth everywhere. I think the grip is phenomenal, especially going up ice and everything else. Now, one of my favorite tips that I wanted to share with you guys is when MSR sells you these things, they only come with one of these straps, but if you go to MSR's website and you pick up these MSR standard strap keepers, you put 2 of them on each strap opposing each other. So one will be, the opening will be facing down and the other opening will be facing up. So you get these strapped on like that. You put it in one, you put it in the other like that, and then you slide the straps together like that. Because they oppose each other, the strap can't come out. Now, some of you might not really have a problem with the top, which is occasionally, but not that often. But 100% guarantee is that this back strap is gonna fall out and it's gonna flop in the breeze all day like that. I know a lot of you have that same problem. So the best thing is, at the very least, to get 2 straps and put them on the back. That's definitely the best thing, because then that's gonna keep that strap in all day and it's not gonna come out. Like I said, if they're opposing each other, it's stuck into place, so it's really good. Now, another amazing feature of snowshoes is the heel ascender. Now let me show you about the heel ascender right now. So if the grade of the mountain is really steep, like in the summer when you're stepping on boulders and stuff, you can basically keep your feet flat and go up like stairs. But in the winter, the trail just becomes a smooth incline. So naturally, as you're going up, you're putting a tremendous strain on your calf. So what happens is when you get the heel ascender, which is this, okay, your heel rests on that. So now, look at that. The angle of your foot and the strain on your calf is significantly diminished because it takes the angle off your foot. So that's a really amazing feature. You'll feel it. Your calves will be burning, and then you'll put this thing up and it'll feel like you're going upstairs again. It really won't be that bad. And then another thing that I want to show you is a tip that I learned about how to adjust these without getting down on the floor and fixing them like with your hand. So we'll start with them down, okay? I'm gonna grab my trekking pole, because I always hike with trekking poles in the winter. I'm gonna try really hard to do this on a video for you guys. Let me move this chair out of the way. I might even have to put this down on the ground for you, but I'll try. So flip the trekking pole around upside down. Most trekking poles have that little lip on the end. So you just go down like this, you grab it. It's a little hard, because naturally I'd lift my foot up for this. You reach back with the hook on the thing, you get it under and you go like that, okay? Now you could flick it down, but a lot of times I find that to be a bitch. So on the MSRs, there's holes right here. So what I do is I turn the trekking pole around, I stick the tip of the trekking pole in like that, and then I angle it back like that. And that's how I do it. So I could do it really, really quick, like, all right? So that makes it so that you don't have to turn around. Oh, that rubber thing just got in the way, but yeah. You get the idea. A lot different when I'm standing it up trying to show you. But that's some tips about the snowshoe. Now, another question that someone asked me was, you know, for the first time using the snowshoes, how do they feel? Do they feel clunky? Do they feel narrow, like when you're going down a broken out path? And the question is, no, I don't think they feel narrow going down a broken out path. I think it feels very natural. When you first try snowshoes for the first time, they're gonna feel really heavy, they're gonna feel clunky, your calves, your thighs, everything's gonna be working different muscles. You're gonna be lifting up a few extra pounds on your feet, which you're gonna feel in all, like your hips and your hamstrings and your calves. You're gonna feel it all over, especially the next day and during the hike, it's gonna be hurting. But after a few hikes, you won't even feel them anymore. It'll feel completely natural and it'll feel a lot better. You will adapt to them so much so that you can't even imagine hiking in the winter without them. So that's that. And you know, with that being said, I'm extremely happy with these. Unfortunately, I don't have a comparison review to the Tub Flex VRT that a lot of people swear by. As far as visual attraction, I think the Tubs are gorgeous, but I feel like these are a safer option for if something breaks, you could at least change these out versus the Flex having a cable that if it breaks, I don't know what you could do at that point. I would love it if someone wanted to send me a pair of Tub Flex. I'll give them a try and I'll give you a side-by-side review of how I feel about them both. But for now, I love these. I plan on continuing to buy these if they ever break. And yeah, I pretty much love them. Now, oh, another thing I just thought of. MSR does give an option to do extensions. So it works something with these pins and this. They sell extensions to make the snowshoe bigger, so you have more flotation. I think MSR advertises them as standard snowshoe like this is for a 180-pound person. So if you're 250 pounds or so, I think they recommend putting the extensions on. I think that has a lot to do with flotation and how much you sink into the snow. So I think they're trying to keep a standard limit there by giving you the option for the extensions, which if you put the extensions on and you're really lightweight, you're really not going to sink in the snow that much. So that would definitely help breaking trail over long distances. And that is officially it. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope this back-to-back strap technique is going to work out excellent for you guys. I know it's a super awesome tip that when I started using it, a lot of those little stupid issues went away. So that's everything I could possibly think about showing you guys when it comes to snowshoes. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one, which will be nutrition-based and, you know, carb loading and eating on the trail, etc. So I'll see you guys then.